Welcome to Grace on Fire, supporting one another in bravely creating with wild abandon that which sets our hearts on fire. And we are so honored and so privileged and blessed to have a beautiful woman and leader in the community here today. Her name is Wendy Thorne. She is the mother of 4 children, grandmother of 6 children. She's a leader in the community, and she is also a metaphysician. Let's give a warm and gracious welcome for Wendy Thorne. Wendy, you are a professional. You're a professional businesswoman and you are an educator. And I'm curious, what made you get your degree in metaphysics and parapsychology?
Well, in 1994, I had a very profound experience happen to me, and it was the day of my father's funeral. I wasn't able to go to that funeral because I was rushed into the emergency room with a very high temperature, and they found infection all throughout my peritoneal cavity. So I was rushed into surgery, and unfortunately the surgeon was not able to find the source of that infection, and I was opened up for a very long time, and during that process I flatlined and had a very intense near-death experience. From that moment, my life changed, my belief system changed, my whole world changed. And coming from a background in Mormonism, and at that time I was very involved with that program, being in the Relief Society presidency, I came back with a different philosophy of life because I experienced a lot of newfound knowledge on the other side. The bottom line is what we give and share to mankind through the love that we have for each other is what life is really about. Also, I come to know the life of the unknown. I wanted to investigate more people that had had near-death experiences, people that had been on the other side. I've always had an interest in the world of the unknown by watching television stations on parapsychology and the paranormal. It's a fascinating subject. And I was also married to a beautiful man who was a parapsychologist, so we both had kind of that same interest. So I went into it intensely and am in the process of finishing up my degree in it.
Wow. We are very lucky to have you here, and as an educator and as a leader. And I myself, well, that's the field. After I got my bachelor's in psychology, I wanted to go into parapsychology, so I'm a little envious. I did get accepted into a program, but I got pregnant with my incredible daughter, so I never followed through on that. So I'm so glad that you've been going through that intense training through the metaphysics and the parapsychology. I know that the higher degrees in that are not easy, and they're fascinating and interesting, and to have your knowledge present on this planet in our community. I know you're an educator. I know you've created some very incredible PowerPoint presentations through all of your training and your learning, and I'd love for you to tell us some more about these presentations.
Well, that was kind of an unexpected thing that happened in my life. About 4 years ago, I lost my beloved husband. And it was a devastating time for me, and I've always been an educator, but I've been an educator in massage therapy and aesthetics, but during my time of mourning, I was working at a place that gave me a lot of time alone, and all of a sudden information just kept being downloaded through me. And I just kept writing and writing and writing all this information. And it was all about the paranormal and all about the world of the unknown, all about the experience of my near-death and being on the other side. And I decided, you know, I'm a very visual person, and so is my husband, and most people are. And there is so much information now over the internet about the world of the unknown and phenomenal pictures of the paranormal, that I decided to put what I was receiving with these pictures. Mm-hmm. And I just kept going and going and going with it. And then I moved down to St. George and had the opportunity to work at Dixie College and do some presenting there. And the community down there was very interested in learning about what I was developing. So I had a lot of opportunity down there. And then when I came back here to take care of my mother who was dying with Alzheimer's, I again had more time. And so I've created about 14 presentations now and feel that that is my ordination or my calling in life to present these and teach some basics to people so they have some understanding of what it's like to be on the other side.
Oh, wow, and what a gift. And with your education and with your near-death experience, which opened you up into another world, and then with this, I'm saying you say downloads, but it's clear you are a very profound channel of higher information to help this higher information come onto the planet and into the world through you as this beautiful being that you are. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and I know you have a business, and it's called Academy of Transformative Studies. And could you tell us a little bit more about this business?
Well, I decided to call it that because that's pretty much what I received to call it, you know, and because I had all these presentations and this education, it needed to be some type of an academy. And I believe that when we connect with that other realm, it starts to make a huge transformation in our lives. And so that just came through, Academy of Transformative Studies. And so what that offers is these PowerPoint presentations along with some of the tools to help us to raise our frequencies so that we can communicate with that other realm. That's some of the gifts that I came with, is being able to communicate with the other side. And there are lots of tools to help us to develop that capacity within ourselves, because it's innate in all of us. So that's what I'm offering to the community, and I know that there is huge transformation and awakening that's happening to people as they are developing their sixth sensory awareness. And I believe that having this base knowledge and information out to the public is something very important. So it's my passion.
Absolutely, and when we're in our passion, that's our greatest joy, our greatest gift, our greatest contribution. And as we're all awakening in all our different states and forms that we take, that to have support through presentations, through your downloads, and this is what we do need, because this is new. This transformation into this new human, this new transformative being, this new life, this new connection with the vastness that we are. And we sit, it's like the other side, but it's really the extension of our own self. As we awaken into this, we're kind of like babies being born, kind of not knowing. This is a new realm we're in. To have your PowerPoint presentations to guide us and to even affirm and acknowledge some of the things that we're all experiencing together as an awakening humanity, that is just such a gift to all of us.
And I think humanity is awakening very quickly. And they need a basis, some information that they can draw from. And this is a bridge to those that are awakening, those that are coming out of perhaps religious sects that they've wanted to expand their awareness. And there are those that quickly expanded through experiences like mine, and it needs to be shared, it needs to be out in the public.
Yeah, and it can support so many people. And Wendy, I know you also have a business called the Organic Touch. And what do you do in this business?
Well, I'm a strong believer, especially after my near-death experience, that part of raising our vibration or frequency is in taking care of our bodies. And being a master esthetician, I have found an incredible line of organic skincare from Hungary that I believe is the best there is. It's based on nutrition for the skin, all based on fruits and vegetables, herbs and spices, and I've used it for many, many, many years, and I just believe that the more pure that we can use, you know, in the product line, the better off we are. So I'm really into health and nutrition, and that's just another thing that I share with many, and have gotten great compliments on my skin for using it. So that's what I like to do as well.
Well, you have perked my interest, because I'm always interested in the, you know, the botanicals and the natural things to put on my body and my skin. And your skin is fabulous and glowing and beautiful, and I am going to want to learn more about this.
Great.
For sure, this organic supplements and skincare and all kinds of things. So is there something, a way that people can get in touch with you or find a website where they could reach these products and services?
Yes, it is through www.transformativestudies.com.
Oh, good.
That right here.
Hold this up. Yeah, this is, so this, is this, can people get to your PowerPoint?
They can look at the classes that are available, as well as the organic skincare line.
They're both on here?
Yes.
Okay. So yes, if you're interested in either of these, please go to this website. I'll be going to it as well. I wanted to conclude with one last question. It's always fascinating to me, the near-death experience, and I know several people, some of my friends that have had this, and it's just so, the shifts and the change and the profound impact that it makes in people's lives. I mean, for you, you went from a organized religion to opening up to a whole different spirituality. And I'd like to ask you that, do you feel like that this what did this near death give you? What kind of gifts did it provide you? Can you tell us more about that?
It did. It's as if that window never shut for me. I came back with the ability to still go to a place on the other side, kind of like a waiting place. I still am able to converse with my beloved husband who's passed on, and friends, and be a conduit for those that have passed on to transfer information to those that are in need. And that happens a lot to me. I don't ask for it, it just randomly gets done. And I think that as I continue to be a pure vessel for information that comes through, that I will certainly do so. So yes, it's a beautiful experience to be able to converse with that, and my gift is to teach others how to do that. And that is what I'm here to do, and know that is what I came back to teach others to do.
Wow, and what a beautiful and profoundly deep and compassionate and loving vehicle to come and teach that to the person in front of you, the world, through your programs, www.transformativestudies.com. Just invite everybody to at least go and check it out. This is an amazing woman with amazing gifts. We've been to classes together. We're together in the community, and you're a leader in the community, a very loved and beloved leader with so many gifts to offer. And anybody would be so blessed to receive your programs, to receive that channel that you are, from the connection from one world to the next. And we need more Wendy Thornes in this world.
We need those bridges, that's for sure, and that's what I really intend and want to do.
Yes. Thank you, Wendy Thorne, so much for taking this time and being with us and sharing with us your gifts and your talents and your contributions to the world. May you all have a beautiful and blessed day. Let's give Wendy a warm